In Western medicine, we typically approach the human body as a complex machine made of distinct mechanical parts. But traditional Chinese medicine looks at anatomy differently. It sees the body as a living landscape, irrigated by a continuous flow of vital energy called qi. By the end of this video, you will know how to map these energetic highways, group their access points by clinical function, and physically locate these active nodes using your own hands. To get the most out of this, grab a notebook so you can jot down the categorization framework and roll up your sleeve. We are going to be actively palpating your arm in just a few minutes. Turning a complex anatomical map into a practical clinical tool is not about memorizing hundreds of random dots. It requires understanding the underlying directional logic of the entire system. We start with the macrostructure. The body relies on 12 primary channels, which act as the major biological highways. Each one is directly linked to a specific internal organ pair, like the lungs and large intestine, or the heart and small intestine. Here is a diagram illustrating the directional logic of these highways. Notice the blue yin channels flowing downwards across the chest toward the hands, while orange yang channels travel from the hands back up to the head and face. This creates a complete looping circuit. Below these primary roots lie the 8 extraordinary channels, including the Du Mai along the spine and the Ren Mai down the front midline. Instead of acting as daily transport highways, these function as deep reservoirs that store and distribute energy when the main channels are overloaded or depleted. Look past the main vertical lines on this anatomical chart to see a network of intricate, smaller pathways branching outward. These are the Lua vessels. Note how these secondary green and orange pathways bridge physical gaps between major roots. They carry qi to skin zones, maintaining harmony between paired channels. Because of this interconnected web, no single organ or tissue functions in isolation. Every part of the body is constantly fed by the exact same continuous current. With the pathways established, we can zoom in on the acupuncture points themselves. These are not random coordinate marks on the skin. They are highly specific bioelectrical gateways where the internal flow can be accessed from the surface. Take your opposite hand right now and begin pressing slowly along the length of your forearm. We are going to find one of these gateways. You are feeling for a very specific tactile marker. Run your thumb over the tissue until you find a subtle depression or hollow, usually tucked right between 2 muscle bellies, bones, or tendons. These anatomical hollows often coincide with areas of heightened tissue sensitivity, denser vascular networks, and measurably lower electrical resistance. When a practitioner properly activates one of these locations, it triggers a sensation known as di qi. This feels like a deep, heavy, or tingling ache, which serves as physical confirmation that the energy meridian has been successfully engaged. Locating an acupoint is a physical dialogue with the body's nervous system. You will rely far more on your sense of touch than your visual memory. There are 361 classical points on the body. Trying to memorize them all individually causes burnout. The solution is to group them by their clinical functions. The most common framework is the 5 shu points. These are located strictly on the arms and legs, and they conceptualize the energy's journey from a superficial emergence on the skin to a deep entry into the core. This diagram illustrates the concept using a river analogy. It begins at the fingertips and toes with the Jing well points. These act like a tiny bubbling spring where qi first surfaces, and we use them clinically to revive consciousness or clear out heat. Moving up the limb, the river widens and gains momentum. The energy gathers at the Ying spring, flourishes at the Shu stream, and flows heavily through the Jing river. Practitioners activate these middle nodes to clear dampness, treat coughs, or resolve chills. The sequence concludes near the elbows and knees at the Hei Si points. Here, the river empties into a deep, wide basin, carrying the energy deeply into the body to treat internal organ disorders. You will also encounter other specialized functional groups. For instance, Yuan source points are used to directly tonify an organ's original energy, while Qi cleft points are locations where blood accumulates deeply. making them highly effective for treating acute pain. By organizing the map into these functional families, you stop looking at a static list of medical symptoms and start working with a logical system of fluid dynamics and targeted intervention. Mastering this map takes time, but you can navigate it efficiently if you apply a top-down, structured study strategy. Rule 1. Look at this wide chart of the back. Before you ever try to memorize a single dot along the spine, you must understand the massive, continuous vertical flow of these bladder lines. Always learn the broad directional path of a channel first. Rule 2. Visualize the energy flowing through these pathways like water, with the points acting as physical control gates. And Rule 3. Learn those gates by their functional families, rather than memorizing their strict numerical order. True mastery of acupuncture does not come from rote repetition. It comes from completely internalizing the structural and functional logic of the body's energy map. You now have the conceptual framework required to decode the energetic architecture of the human organism. You understand the macro circulation of the major channels. You know how to categorize points into functional families like the 5 shu, and you know what tactile cues to feel for when locating a true gateway. Put it to the test. Later today, trace the paths of the lung channel down your own arm. Press firmly into the tissue and physically feel for those sensitive depressions tucked between the muscles. The Meridian system is not an abstract philosophy. It is a tangible, living, interactive network, and you now have the tools to access it.